Honorable judges, member of the opposition, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Dafa Atska and I am the first speaker of the negative team. The motion is the House would ban the use of artificial intelligence for completing school assignment. We firmly believe that through education adapt to the future, it does not run away from it. Therefore, we strongly oppose the motion to ban the use of artificial intelligence for completing school assignment. The affirmative may argue that AI destroys education by encouraging cheating. However, they are blaming the wrong thing. Laziness, plagiarism, dishonesty existed long before AI. Blaming AI for cheating is like blaming a calculator for a student failing math. The problem is not the tool itself, but how people choose to use it. Furthermore, if a school assignment can be completed entirely by AI, then the assignment itself is outdated. Instead of banning AI, school should redesign assignment to focus to critical thinking, analysis, discussion, and presentation. Education should adapt to technology rather than run away from it. Our first argument is that AI support personalized learning. AI helps solve this problem by acting as a free, accessible learning assistant. When students struggle with difficult concepts, AI can provide a simple explanation, step-by-step guidance, and additional example. It does not replace student thinking. Instead, it helps them understand the concept more effectively. Therefore, learning AI does not protect learning. Instead, it removes a valuable tool that helps students overcome learning barriers and reach their academic potential. Our second argument is that AI prepares students for the modern workforce. The purpose of education is not only to help students complete assignment, but also to prepare them for the real-world challenges. In today's world, AI is no longer a futuristic luxury. It is a standard productivity partner used across many industries. When schools completely ban AI, they create a gap between classroom learning and workplace reality. Students lose opportunities to develop essential AI literacy skills, such as evaluating information, verifying accuracy, and using technology responsibly. Therefore, instead of banning AI, schools should teach students how to use it ethically and effectively. In conclusion, our team believes that the solution is not to ban AI, but to guide students.
1, 2, 3.
Good day, honorable judges, respected opponents, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Halisa and I am the second speaker of the negative team. Today, I will respond to the concern raised by the proposition, reinforce our team case, and explain why banning AI is not the right solution for education. The proposition may argue that AI makes students dependent and weakens their ability to think critically. However, we believe this concern is misplaced. If AI is banned, students will not suddenly stop using it. Many students will continue using it secretly without guidance, supervision, or proper understanding. Furthermore, dependency is not caused by technology itself, but by how people use it. The same concern could be raised about calculators, search engines, or even textbooks. The solution is not to ban useful tools but to teach students how to use them wisely. My first speaker has already shown that AI supports personalized learning and prepare students for the future workforce. The proposition has failed to explain why banning AI will produce better educational outcomes than responsible integration. Extension argument, AI AI enhances critical thinking and creativity, now I would like to extend our think case. AI is not merely a tool that gives answers. When used properly, it can become a valuable learning partner that encourages students to think more deeply and creatively. Every student has a different way of learning. Some students understand concepts quickly, while others need additional explanation and alternative perspective. AI helps provide this personalized support, making learning more engaging and effective. More importantly, AI can serve as a brainstorming partner. Students can use it to explore different viewpoints, gain ideas, and discover information they might not have considered before. However, students still remain responsible for evaluating the information, citing the best ideas, and creating their own final work. Therefore, AI does not replace critical thinking. Instead, it encourages students to analyze information, compare perspectives, and develop innovative solutions to problems. If school completely ban AI, there is creating a generation that is technologically unprepared for the realities of the modern world. Students will lose opportunities to learn how to verify AI-generated information, identify mistakes, and use technology responsibly. As AI becomes increasingly integrated into universities and workplaces, this skill will become more important nowadays. By teaching responsible AI use, school can produce students who are adaptable, technologically literate, and ready to compete in digital era. In conclusion, banning AI is not a solution to educational challenges. It does not eliminate dependency, nor does it improve critical thinking. Instead, AI strengthens creativity, critical thinking, and problem solving, skill when used responsibly. The goal of education should not to be not prohibit technology, but to teach students how to use it wisely and ethically. For this reason, we firmly reject this motion. Thank you.
Greetings, honorable educators, respected opponents, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Alfred Khairia and I'm the third speaker of the presentations. Today, I will compare both sides of the debate, respond to the proposition's concern, and explain why the proposition provides the better solution for education. The proposition may argue that AI weakens critical thinking and makes students overly dependent on technology. However, our team has consistently demonstrated that AI can actually support critical thinking when used responsibly. AI provides information, suggestions, and different perspectives, but students still need to evaluate that information, identify mistakes, and decide which ideas are valid. In fact, the proposition never explains why removing AI would at all automatically make students think more critically. Critical thinking is developed through proper guidance and educational practice, not through banning technology. Therefore, AI is not the enemy of critical thinking. When used correctly, it can become a valuable learning partner. The proposition is also likely to argue that AI encourages cheating. However, as our first speaker explained, cheating existed long before AI. The real issue is student behavior and objective excitement design, not the technology itself. If an assignment can be completed entirely by a simple AI prompt, then the assignment should be redesigned to emphasize analysis, discussion, and original thought. We didn't ban calculators because some students misuse them. Instead, we adapted assessment. The same principles should apply to AI. Therefore, banning AI does not solve cheating. It simply avoids addressing the real problems. The proposition may claim that AI creates inequality among students. We strongly disagree. Many AI tools are accessible through basic smartphones and internet access, making them available to a wide range of students. For students who cannot afford private tutoring or additional academic support, AI can serve as an accessible learning resource available at any time. Rather than increasing inequality, AI helps reduce additional barriers by providing support to students who may otherwise struggle to access learning assistance. Therefore, AI acts an equalizer, not a divider. Now let us compare the impacts presented by both sides. The proposition asks us to ban AI because they fear cheating, dependency, and misuse. However, the risks are manageable through better supervision, responsible guidelines, and improved assessment methods. On the other hand, banning AI creates much longer consequences. Students lose opportunities to develop AI literacy, become less prepared for higher education and future careers, and result on valuable learning support. The proposition asks students to avoid technology. Our team tests students how to use technology responsibly. When we compare both sides, the benefits of responsible AI integration clearly outweigh the risks of banning it. Throughout the debate, our team has shown that AI supports personalized learning, strengthens critical thinking, improves educational access, and prepares students for the future workforce. Education should not isolate students from the tools that will shape their future. Instead, it should teach them how to use those tools ethically, responsibly, and effectively. For this reason, we firmly reject this motion. Thank you, honorable adjudicators.
Honorable judges, my name is Dafa Atska, and I stand here as the reply speaker for the opposition team. This entire debate comes down to one simple question. Should school teach students how to use AI responsibly, or they ban it entirely? Three major classes have emerged in today's debate. First class, critical thinking. The proposition argues that AI weakens the mind. However, our team has demonstrated the opposite. AI provides information, but students must still evaluate the data, identify errors, and make their own decisions. More importantly, a ban does not magically create critical thinkers. Intellectual growth comes from a proper guidance and practice, not by removing technology. Second class, academic integrity. The proposition claimed that AI encourages cheating. We responded with a foundational principle. Cheating existed long before AI. As our first speaker explained, blaming AI for cheating is like blaming a calculator for a student failed in mathematics. The real problem is the student behavior and outdated assignment design. The proposition offers a blind man. We offer a practical solution. Third class, future readiness. This is the most crucial class. Our team has proved that AI supports personalized learning and prepares students for the modern workforce. In a world where AI is standard in university and workplace, banning it leaves students technologically blind and less competitive. The proposition wants students to avoid reality. We want them to master it. Comparing both worlds, the proposition focused strictly on the risk. The opposition focused on solution. The risk of misuse can easily be managed through ethical guidelines and smarter teaching methods. However, the harm of complete ban are irreversible. Students lose a vital learning assistant, miss out on digital literacy, and enter the real world at a massive disadvantage. Education should prepare students for the future, not isolate them from it. Therefore, we firmly reject this motion. Thank you.